My name is Chantale Zuzi from the Republic Democratic of Congo, and I'm eager to tell you my story today. I came from a strange world where my mother gave birth to me. The first question she was asked by the doctor was, "Do you want this child?" When my mother arrived home with me, my grandma was shocked and she shouted, "You have to kill the baby or you have to forget that we are your family." But my mother chose me, her albino daughter, when I was just hours old. In my community, albinos are viewed as outcasts, someone who should not live, and those bodies good only for sacrificial purposes. As a young child, I was experiencing discrimination and the fear of losing my life at any moment. I never took my breath for granted. I consider my parents my heroes. I grew up from a family of 10 children, 5 girls and 5 boys. I was the 6th born and the first albino. Growing up was a challenge. I remember going to school but not being able to see or read what was on the board. There were no accommodation for students with limited vision. All I could do was listen and borrow notes from others. My brothers helped me with my notes so that I wouldn't get punished from not having notes. I remember telling my mother that I did not see the prospect of going to school because I was not able to see. But guess what? Mom reminded me how lucky I was to be attending school. Overall, she did not have such an opportunity because she was married at the age of 14. With my mother's love in my heart, I realized my good fortune and built a determination to work hard. My success boosted my confidence, allowing me to believe that I can do anything. Despite my disadvantage, I still felt I was winning. Sadly, at 13 years old, I lost both my parents in a massacre. This painful event changed my life. I had to become a mother for my siblings, learning early in life to accept responsibility, cooking meals for them, making sure that they have clean clothes. I learned to be grateful of who I was and what I had. I remember running away from my country, the Republic Democratic of Congo, to a refugee camp in Uganda. Leaving my country was painful. I felt like I was forced to leave because of people who did not accept me as one of them. Life in the camp. It was difficult to get water to drink or wash with. Food to eat. I would try to find a better place to sleep, always wondering if I would be safe. And not getting any education was a sorrow for me. But I became the president of People with Albinism at the age of 14. My job was to represent them to the UN and the government. I connected them with services when needed and also advocate for all of us to the human rights. The government representatives in the camp were not happy with my action. I was told if I continue going to the human rights, my family will never get support. I made a painful decision to leave my family in Uganda and go to Kenya. Arriving in Kenya, well, it was first difficult to go to Kenya because I didn't have any transportation. So I sold a camera that I got from a workshop and got money for transportation. I go to Kenya, but I knew no one in Kenya. Only God was with me. Arriving in Kenya, find myself in the middle of nowhere. The UN took me to a safe house run by an organization called RefuSHE. This is a place where I met other girls from similar situations, some already mothers. RefuSHE gave us an education and offers us a future. On September 19th, 2018, I was resettled by the UN to the US in a refugee unaccompanied minor program. I was placed in a foster home. I was excited to be here, but also sad to leave a place I called home for so long, RefuSHE. When I get here, I was enrolled in school. I got to Braincoat High School in Worcester. I got all the accommodation I needed to succeed in school. My school provided me with every accommodation that I needed. And now I was able to excel in school. I was always sad thinking about my family residing in a refugee camp in Rwanda. Only God knew how I felt to be here without my family. I was praying that one day we will be reunited again. Thankfully, I heard that my family was coming in Worcester. I was very excited to hear that they were coming, but also nervous about knowing that I'm here, I'm new, and I don't know where they're gonna be staying, who they're gonna be with, and all those questions. Once my family were about to arrive, this is where I met Worm, a volunteer from Worm, Linda. She told me that she believed that God is the only one who opened a way for refugees to come in Worcester, and we should embrace them. I was very excited to hear that Worm were able to support me and help my family set up. We got an apartment, and whole day Worm volunteers were cleaning the apartment and making sure that we had all the furnitures. And I went with them to pick up some furnitures of my choice, which was just amazing. And when we went at the apartment, it looks like home. It felt like home. I was so happy because I didn't have anything to give to my family, but Worm made it easy, and I was very excited now so that when they arrived they will find everything, bed set up, sitting room, dining room, and everything. Once my family arrived at the airport, Worm volunteers were waiting for them with flowers and posters. This was just such a joy that they have never had in all their entire life, to be welcomed by people who they don't even know, and it was just such a joy for them. God opened doors where they didn't just welcome them, but also helping them with tutoring, as they're new to the country, they don't understand the language, taking them appointments because they had medical appointments and they don't have a car, they don't even know the process, how it works. But Worm made it easy for them to succeed and also to get used to the Worcester area. I'm grateful for each and everything that Worm have done to my family. For me, Worm, it's a home away from home. And I wish more and more refugees will get the same support as my family got. The cold of this world has touched my heart, but it did not take away my strength, power, and compassion. I believe in the God who sees me, and He will continue to bless me with the future. I thank God for each and every moment that He was with me in my life. Thank you.